Hello Shiny Happy Vloggy people, and welcome to my last Thursday video. Because next week I'm switching places with Marky. You thought I was gonna be... Sorry to get your hopes up. Seems like half the lineup is changing. Starting next week, Nathan will be back, Mary will be on Sundays, I'll be on Fridays, Marky will be on Thursdays. How are you gonna know who any of us are? So, back to school. Like KAITLYN, I am in my first week of school, though it is not my last first week. It's actually my first week in a couple of years because after I graduated I took a year off before starting grad school, which is what I'm doing now. And when I say first week of classes, what I really mean is first week of class, because so far I've really only had one. At the moment I'm taking 2 lecture classes. The first was on Monday, Directed Research, and actually my textbook for that class arrived in the mail today. This beast of a tome. Those of you who are in more research-oriented fields might recognize this book, but for those of you who aren't, think MLA, APA, any of that ringing a bell? This is another one, and this is the one I have to have this semester. Even though I'm probably predominantly going to be using APA. But, you know, I have it, and I can refer to it, and use it as a tripod. My other lecture class is the one that I am taking later this evening, which is Philosophy and History of Music Education. And then I am now in 2 ensembles. Now I need an ensemble credit. I need to have 3 credit hours of some ensemble in order to graduate, and I was very pleased to discover that even though I am an instrumental major, I can still take vocal ensembles and have them count. Which is good because I really wasn't looking forward to delving into the college band thing again. Just too much drama and pettiness for my taste. So yes, KAITLYN, I am doing choir over band. In this particular instance, you've won. Happy birthday. So anyway, I decided to join University Choral Society because that one is more community-based. It has students, but it also has members of the community joining, and so it'll be more like the Mansfield Symphony Chorus that I sang with this last year. And I'm also now part of the Collegiate Chorale, which is a group that I never thought that I'd be a part of. Collegiate Chorale is the top choir at BG. It's the elite group. It's mostly vocal majors. It's mostly people that have these beautiful, gorgeous voices. And I sing pretty well, but I never thought that I would be good enough to be in Collegiate Chorale. So I didn't even bother to audition, but then I got an email from the director, who has just started directing it this year, asking if I would be interested in auditioning. And I said, sure, fits in my schedule, that wasn't the problem, I just honestly didn't think I'd be good enough. But yeah, I'm in Collegiate Chorale now. Weird. Now as for supplies, Sean, actually when you mentioned Trapper Keepers, I kind of had a flashback to elementary school. One of the elementary schools I went to, they gave out the list of school supplies, you know, the basic stuff was on there. But at the bottom of each list was always in bold and capital letters, do not bring Trapper Keepers, because they wouldn't fit in the desks. That was why. So you were not allowed to have Trapper Keepers at this particular elementary school, and I remembered that when you mentioned Trapper Keepers. That being said, once I got out of that elementary school, Trapper Keepers became one of my favorite school supplies because I like school supplies that help me to keep things at least semi-organized. Now I use, you know, the big binders and the separators and all that sort of thing to organize my stuff. I've also always been a big fan of notebooks. From elementary school on through, I've always loved getting new notebooks. And now, you know, for some reason I just really like having office supplies. I don't know what it is, but there's something therapeutic about it. I enjoy buying office supplies. Particularly Post-its. I would die without Post-its. Lately, most of the supplies I've been buying have been stuff for the apartment. KAITLYN, like you, I am in my new apartment, tours of which can be found in a video on my personal channel. I'm mostly happy with the area. It's a nice area. My only 2 complaints are the claustrophobically small kitchen and the fact that I have to go use the ghetto laundry facilities, and I have to start collecting quarters for laundry again. Fun. And that's all I've got for this week. I will see you next Friday. Marky, I will see you tomorrow, and everyone stay shiny and happy. Bye-bye. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear KAITLYN. Happy birthday to you. It's an Oreo. I'll split it with you. Happy birthday, KAITLYN. You're not old yet. I'm turning 25 in 6 weeks. That being said, 22 is kind of like 1 year closer to death. I mean, after 21, what's the point?